Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nsongra Willie. If this is your first time, I am an international student studying masters in France here, and I post content on master's application, my life as an international student in France. I also vlog and post other useful content. If these are the kind of things that you are hoping to see or you like to follow, please kindly subscribe, like and share my
accommodation. Yeah, it's really easy to have a good student accommodation. It's easy to travel around Europe too.
Yeah.
Like it's really not far away from big city to visit.
Yeah. How many have you visited so far?
Quite a lot.
In today's video, we'll be discussing on reasons you should study in France. What are the advantages of coming to France to study? Today, I have here with me Samuel. I'm going to give him the opportunity to tell us about himself, and then we'll go on with the questions and answers and share our different ideas with you guys.
My name is Sam. I'm studying here in Grenoble for 1 semester in industrial engineering, and it's pretty.
How has it been so far?
It's been really nice, I think. The mountains here, all the things you can do, meet other international students like Willie in my class. She was in one of my class in the master class.
If you're to be asked by other persons if studying in France is a good choice, what are the reasons you would give them to convince them to come here and study?
Okay, so the reason to come here study, for me it's for sure I'm a French speaker also, so it's easy for me to study here. But if you're not a French person or you're not a French speaker, I think it's a good way to learn French and enjoy the French culture and the French food. Also, there's if you like sports, there's a lot of things to do here, like skiing, snowboarding, hiking, all this kind of stuff with the mountains. The nature, it's easy to travel around Europe too.
Yeah.
Like it's really not far away from big city to visit.
Yeah. How many have you visited so far?
Quite a lot. I visit London, Amsterdam, Milano, Geneva, Lyon, Paris.
Yeah. Did you get a student accommodation?
Student accommodation, yeah. It's really easy to have a good student accommodation. Like residence for a student. It's really not so expensive. It's easy to rent a bike.
Do you benefit from CAF?
Cruise, yeah. It's easy to eat also. The school have like a cafeteria, and it's really cheap. It's like €3 for lunch.
Yeah, and sometimes if you apply for like assistance, you can actually pay just to benefit from CAF in your residence or
No, I applied to it, but I didn't receive anything.
Okay.
Maybe because I was just there for 1 semester.
Okay, yeah.
And also because I had scholarship from my own university, so maybe because I receive money, I'm not the prioritized person to have.
I think it actually takes a long time, because for me it took me like I think almost 6 months before I got
that's
out.
fine.
Actually like pay you back after like that 6 months, and they pay you in part, and sometimes they just send it to your cruise accommodation.
Okay.
They don't send it to you if you are using a cruise accommodation.
But they pay you back all the 6 months before?
Yeah, they'll
Wow.
pay you like the parts that's supposed to pay, like I think maybe 40% or 30%, so they
Okay.
refund this part. The system here in France compared to Canada,
Yeah.
like how do you think the education system here is?
I think there's a lot of similarities, a lot of differences too. Like for example, I think there are courses in Canada. It's more structured. Depends of the course, because I have some course that the teacher was structured and it was well organized, so it was easy to follow the content, and other courses that wasn't.
Okay.
Like for example, our course together, I think the teacher was organized, like we know what we have to do. The content is pretty clear and stuff, but other course wasn't that way, so I'm not used to it. But so it's a little bit a moment of adaptation for that.
Okay.
There's also I didn't receive any grade during my semester. I'm not used to it. Like for example, in Canada, I think the teacher have a 3 weeks deadline after the evaluation to the student receive the grade.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm not used to it. To have
Okay.
that. So you don't know where you stand, like in the level of grade. And yeah,
I think it's not up to 3 weeks yet because we just finished like last week.
I didn't receive anything yet since January.
Oh, you wrote some other exams for some other courses already?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe because I think how they do it here in France is after a jury has sat on the results before they distribute it or they send it to students.
Yeah.
That's what happens. So how about like the students, like the expenses?
Okay.
In terms of feeding, transportation costs.
Yeah. Compared to Canada.
Yeah, just in France.
Okay. In France, I think it's fine. Depends also of your habits. If you choose wisely your food, I mean, it's not so expensive. But yeah.
Did you also benefit from, because like Chris, they have this thing that they distribute meals to students, like free stuffs. Have you ever benefited from that before?
No. And
okay,
you?
like for me, yeah, some organizations, they organize this subsidized food distribution for students. Like in some of these organizations, you can pay like just €1 and you get to have pasta, different, a lot of things, oil, vegetable oil, chocolate, bread, like different things. So it's really wonderful. And then the one for cruise, you normally don't pay anything, but then the queue is always very, very, very long. Like it's very, very long.
Yeah, because there's a lot of students here.
Exactly. For me, for the classes, I would say that it's compared to back home, it's quite practical here. Like compared to other, when I hear some of my friends that have gone to the UK to study,
me too.
They normally have like very less number of classes in a week. They can have like maybe 2 classes a week or 3 classes a week. But here in France, we have classes every day. Do you find that weird?
Yeah, I'm not used to it too. In Canada, it's more practical.
Yeah, we have classes every day. You have a lot of projects. Like I can't remember how many projects I had this semester. Like, I'm sure it's not less than 5, and all of them we had to report to submit. We had presentation, audits to making, and some things to invent.
So you're always busy.
Yeah, that's
always.
it. So for the grading system, I actually think it's actually weird too because
I'm not used to it. It's not like that in Canada. So
and sometimes I'm like, how do people grade it? And sometimes I feel like it's subjective. Like
I feel like a little bit.
It's the way you answer the questions and it pleases the professors. It's not really like, this is like a marking
they didn't see like a criteria from the teacher of what is evaluated.
Exactly.
And you get like 20 out of 20 if you answer this. Right?
So, some courses, I mean, once you have like 10, above 10, because it's about 20, once you have above 10, you are good to go. And then if you have like 13 or 14, wow, you're a great student.
Exactly. France is recognized by the fact is more difficult, or the education standard is really high. I think.
The standard is actually very high. How do you see the weather in this country?
Yeah.
Like, was it really strange for you when you came in?
It wasn't so strange. I arrived here in January, and in Canada it was snowing with a lot of snow everywhere, and here there's no snow. So it was kind of strange to not have a winter without snow. Like it was really strange. But I mean, in the mountain really high there is snow, and I've been a lot of skiing there. But
so guys, we have come to the end of this video, and I hope we have gotten 1 or 2 things that can actually encourage you to come here to study. If you're someone that's interested in being practical in your studies and not just learning the theoretical part, France is a place for you. Trust me, you're going to have a lot of opportunity to experience real life issues in the course of your study, real projects to work on, especially as an engineering student or as a science related student. And also the expenses is actually low compared to other regions. It's actually very low, so it's possible for you to school and then not go broke entirely. So it's a great thing. So I advise you to come here and study. So if you have not liked or subscribed to my channel, this is the time for you to do so. See you next time. Bye.